Welcome back to Cradle to Chaos.
Hey, welcome back.
Hi, you're going to be a mom to two so soon.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Can't wait for this journey to be over, this pregnancy journey. Oh, I am not one of those.
Beautiful thing.
Okay, like yes, like I agree with you. However, I am not one of those people that's like, I love being pregnant. It's so wonderful. Like, yes, do I believe that it is amazing what our bodies can do? 100%. Do I
I was looking
enjoy
away.
it?
I am that person.
You love being pregnant?
Love every moment of it. I'm
What?
not kidding. But I had very easy pregnancies.
Just when I thought I knew you.
We know we never really did a pregnancy episode, so maybe after you give birth we can, but
You
um
talk about all the pros and I talk about all the cons.
yeah. I'll be like, but come on.
Oh, I am miserable. Everything hurts. I'm exhausted. I
Yeah, but like
I
I
had a
said,
lot of nausea.
oh yeah, I didn't have any of that. But you forget about that too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Chloe made me feel like my pelvis was gonna like fall out of my body,
yeah.
but that was just at like the very end. But like everything
Yeah.
else, I thought the second pregnancy was better than the first because the first time I just spent the whole time being so anxious and worried and nervous. I still loved it though. I love the belly. I love showing off the belly.
Oh my God. You heard it here first, ladies and
I love
gentlemen.
feeling the kicks and all of.
Oh my God.
Mhm. Yeah, I do.
Feeling the kicks is like the only cool part. That's like probably the only
Until they
cool
get
thing.
painful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And until they start to do somersaults when you're trying to like sleep. Yeah, that happens a lot. Um, wow. No, I feel like, wow, I look at you a little differently now. Not in a bad way.
Can we still be friends or is
I
this
think
the last episode
this
ever?
might be the last episode.
Well, this
No,
will be the last episode for a while
it
because
will be.
this is our
Yeah.
last episode before our unofficial break because
Yeah.
apparently Brittany wants to spend time with her newborn. It's weird. I don't
Yeah, so when this episode airs, I think I will probably have had a baby for a week, maybe
I,
longer.
I hope so because you're scheduled on the 5th, right?
For
4th. Oh, yes. Her Brittany and baby girl are potentially going to share a birthday.
Yep. The C-section is scheduled on my birthday.
Amazing.
Yeah, it would be cool, but I kind of hope she comes before then because I'm ready to be done.
You ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll, ready to get this show on the road.
Well, maybe she was just waiting for us to record our last episode of this quote unquote season, and then
Yeah,
so maybe she'll come tonight.
that's that's probably true. She's very, very courteous like that. Yeah.
So he's just like her mom.
Always thinking about others. Yeah. I mean, she'll be an Aquarius, and that's what we do. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
Can you hear my dog barking?
Nope.
Oh, great. That's great. He's really barking a lot.
No, not really. I
Okay.
mean, every once in a while I hear like a, but I would never have guessed it was a dog.
That's just me crying.
You're sniffling over there.
That's just me being miserable.
Oh my God.
Anyway, how are you? Kelsey did a very big thing that I'm so proud of her for doing. She went on a mom's trip, just her and a friend, and they were gone, what, like a week?
5 days, a Friday
That's
through Tuesday.
great. That's wonderful. I'm so proud of you for doing that.
It was good. I thought I was going to be much more nervous about it than I was. But I mean, like, I feel like it's just so different now with FaceTime. Like, I
Yeah.
saw them like 100 times a day,
Yeah.
and they're always alive and always happy.
Yeah.
And, it was fine.
They were in good
Lainey,
hands.
Lainey just kept asking me to bring her home presents. So that's all she cared about,
Well, did you deliver?
obviously. I spent
Yeah.
so much money on souvenirs.
As you should. Like,
Yeah.
you're there. When in Rome,
She
when in
did
Key
make,
West.
she did make one request that I could not fulfill. She asked that I bring her home a dolphin. Um,
Why didn't you?
because I'm the worst mom in the world.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything, but
I already knew. No.
what about like a dolphin stuffed animal?
I mean, she was also okay. Have you ever been to Key West?
Hmm. Yeah.
Chickens just like run around like
Yeah.
all over the place. All
Yeah.
over. I kept sending
Real
her
weird.
videos of the chickens and she was very excited about them. And she like low key has a snow globe collection. So I found her snow globe with a little like chicken slash rooster.
Oh, that's
And so,
perfect.
mhm. Yeah. Yep.
Dolphin, chicken, dolphin,
Yeah.
chicken. It's like,
Pick one.
yeah, same thing.
Oh
Um,
my gosh. Well, I for real haven't talked to you in a long time. So I was looking at my notes and why did I reschedule on you last time?
you
Oh, because it was
were
the day after I got back and I was just too tired.
you were like sick or
Just
like
sick and tired and yeah.
tired and sick and tired.
My voice, it sounded like a jazz singer. I still have a little bit, but not as bad as it was.
That's not a bad thing though, to sound like a jazz singer.
I mean, it was pretty. I don't even know if the mic would have picked up those low tones.
She talks like this.
But I have two treats, and these are from a while ago now. They're both Lainey and they're both adorable. So I was I was driving in the car, obviously. I don't know where I was going, but I had both girls in the car, and Lainey was like kind of being sassy. I know it was crazy. She sneezed twice, and I was like, "Bless you," and she said, "No, I need two blush shoes." I sneezed twice. I was like, okay,
Honestly, fair.
my my bad. And then the other day, I was in the shower and I was shaving my legs. And you know, when you're a toddler parent, you have zero privacy. So Lainey's just like enjoying the show.
Yep.
Came in and she was like, "What are you doing?" And she said, "What is that?" Pointing to the razor. And I told her it was a razor. And she was like, "Oh, are you drying off your legs?" I was like, "No,
Oh.
I'm taking the hair off of my legs." And she said, "Oh, yeah, because of all the dog hair." We have three dogs in our house, so it's a common occurrence to use like a lint brush. And I think she was like, I don't know, it was so funny
She thought you were like lint rolling your legs in the shower.
in
That's
the shower.
amazing. Oh
Only it
my
was that easy.
gosh. One
Yeah,
time, Millie got really mad that I would not let her shave when I was shaving once. And that was a whole thing.
you could have just pretended.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want razors, 3-year-olds. I just,
I would have just used my finger. Although I feel like it was much more common when we were kids for at least like I used to see my mom shaving her legs all the time, like not in the shower and actually using shaving cream.
yeah.
And I don't shave like that. I just shave in the
No.
shower. I don't use
Same.
shaving cream. I don't do any of that. So like
Right.
had you we use shaving cream, I feel like I could put it on her leg and let her just like scrape it off, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even own shaving cream, so
Yeah. I don't either, actually. That's interesting. I never thought about that.
like when did that change?
Yeah. I also haven't shaved my legs in about 9 months. So
Oh, all right. Mom, if you're listening, and I know that you are, do you still shave your legs with shaving cream? I need to know. I'll tell you the answer when she tells me.
we'll update the people.
Yeah, I know everyone wants to know what my
Yeah.
mom's shaving status is.
Okay, my treat. I think this was a treat before. It's something Millie said, but when she said it, like the timing, like everything was perfect. It's been a really long time since she said this phrase, and it was hilarious the first time, and then she kind of stopped saying it, whatever. Okay, so we're driving down the highway, and there's like, in Columbus, there's like this like bike trail that goes like along the highway, and there were people out running, and this was on Saturday when it was like so cold outside and like so much snow. And I
Were
saw
they being
people like,
chased?
what's that?
Were they being chased?
No, like, yeah, right. That's what I was
Just
thinking.
running for pleasure.
Yes, running for fun, leisurely running. And some of them were in shorts. And I was like, we're trying to like get Millie not to like look at her iPad or like do anything else in the car. Like we're trying to like engage in conversation with her. And I was like, Millie, look, people are running outside. And she goes, what the heck? And it's been a long time since she said that phrase. And I like try not to laugh because I don't want her to say it all the time, but just like the timing, because like that's exactly what I was thinking. I was
Yeah.
exactly thinking, what the heck?
Yeah.
Hi. But yeah, it was just like the timing, and it was just like she like said out loud what I was thinking in my head, like who runs in this like winter climate? Not me.
Gosh, I love it. I have a tiny little life update, I guess. We haven't done it yet, but we went out to the store and we bought Lainey her like official big girl bed.
Yay!
So she's got a full size bed and we pick it up on Thursday this week. And
That's
she
exciting.
wants a not only a rainbow bed, but a rainbow room. So I got a couple things to like put on her walls.
Oh,
Big girl room. Yeah,
that's so exciting. Oh, she's gonna love it.
hopefully. Last night was the first night in a very long time that I put her to bed and she never came out. She just stayed in her room, went to sleep.
Wow.
Are you ill?
That yeah, you good? You tired?
I went there after an hour just to check on her, make sure she was okay.
Right? Yeah. Millie did the same thing, but it's because she didn't take a nap.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a win for you though.
Yeah, it was great. I got a nap.
All right, my
Um,
tantrum, right?
yes.
Okay. This is kind of just like a new thing that's been happening with Chloe. She, I don't know what it is, her and the snack cabinet. I mean, she acts like she's dying. Like you would have th thought like a limb had been ripped from this small child's body. Every time. She just like goes to the snack cabinet. It says, eat, snack, eat, snack. And she goes there and she opens the door. And I just say, no, Chloe, not right now. Girl drops. Like her whole body just like drop. It's like gravity has defied her. She just drops to the ground and loses it. But she'll act that way like tonight, right after we ate dinner. And she ate well. She ate most, I'd say 75% of her food. The second we cleaned her up and she sat down, she's eat snack. And we're like, girl, you literally just ate. But I was like, I don't care, whatever. Go in there and get whatever you want. And then she like gobbled it down like she hadn't eaten in days. I'm like, what is
Is
going on?
she growing?
How much more could she possibly grow?
Listen, she's meant to be a big baby. It's
Oh
okay.
gosh. She's, I don't know. I was actually laughing
Maybe
at
she's about to like spring up. You know how they do that?
no. But I was laughing because she's been just like so sensitive the last few weeks, and I kept blaming it on the last two teeth that were coming in because that's what you do as a parent. It's teething. Got it.
Teething.
And I looked at her and I was like, "Your teeth came in days ago."
You're good.
Hi.
I wonder
But
if there is some kind of like growth spurt happening.
I don't know.
Has she been sleeping a lot?
I mean, she's always like a good sleeper.
Yeah,
So I don't know. The other day she took a solid 4 hour nap.
there you go. It
Maybe
could be. It could be happening.
you heard it from Dr. Horner herself.
Yes, she's getting tall like her daddy, not like her mommy.
So, yeah, she's
Yeah.
definitely gonna take after Adam.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. Um, that's actually very similar to my tantrum, sort of.
Oh,
I have two tantrums. Um, the first one today, you know how like some days you're just like, I kind of miss my kid and I want to go pick them up a little bit early. Kelsey's face. No. Um, I want to go pick them up early from daycare and I'm going to do something nice. So I had like a Valentine's lollipop in the car waiting for her. So I pick her up at like 4:40, which is like very early for us. And I was already out running an errand and it was easier to swing by and grab her than come home and go back out. Um, so I had a Valentine's lollipop in the car for her. And so she gets into the car and she starts screaming because I think she thought they were like gummy bears at first. Like she saw the wrapper and thought it was like a package of gummy bears, but like it wasn't. And then she got super pissed that it wasn't gummy bears,
oh,
but it was a lollipop. I'm like, you should be so happy that that I'm giving you like a lollipop. She threw a fit the entire way home because it wasn't gummy bears, it was a lollipop and never ate the lollipop.
wow. I gotta say, again, I'm on Millie's side here.
Listen, you did not pack a dolphin in your carry-on, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh my God, I hate toddlers so much sometimes.
And then like, but like this whole night, like I am just like so exhausted already just because I'm a million years pregnant. But like I the everything tonight has been that way. Like everything is the end of the world. And I'm like, why did I pick you up early? I should have picked you up late.
Should have left you there.
Right.
That's like when you're like
Um,
planning a day in your mind, you're like, this is going to be so fun. And then it's literally the opposite of
Mhm.
everything you could have possibly imagined. Yeah.
yeah, which I feel like you do a lot. I don't do that as much.
Yeah. It's called Monday through Friday and mostly weekends too.
Yeah. So it only happens then,
Yeah, that's
just
it.
just the 7 days of the week.
Just every day of my
Oh,
life.
okay. Yeah, yeah. I try to have like very low expectations. I feel like that's what motherhood has taught me. Um,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, I'll teach you sometime. Um, but my other tantrum is we're in a very big like independent phase and Millie has to do everything. And this morning and like I'll let her do it like if it yes, it'll take a little bit more time. And like most of the time, I'll let her do it, even though I know it's going to take more time. But like this morning, for instance, she wanted to help me make my coffee and we have a Keurig. And I like went to like, I let her like shut the part that goes down and,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
pierces she got her finger stuck like in the top part, not like the like piercing part, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the little top part and like was screaming and it was because like she was trying to help me but I like she couldn't do it and I needed to help her and like that is something that like the whole like Millie do thing like that is the one thing I feel like I don't have a good mom hack for which is today's episode like mom hacks I feel like I've gotten around most things
yeah.
but the Millie do phase is really really killing me. It's really killing me. We have
Yeah.
to do things multiple times just because she has to do it. If I've already done it,
I get
it
that.
it's exhausting.
Yeah, it is. Just, I mean, every age is exhausting, but I get this age too.
Yeah. Feels extra exhausting.
I don't know, like it doesn't fix it all the time, but sometimes either I rely a lot on choices and if then statements. So like I don't know, be like you can either put the like the K cup in or you can shut it. Like you can't do both. You get the
Oh,
other.
that's
And
smart.
I do that a lot. We don't have a K cup, but I think I was like trying to remember how it works. Um, we're just like if you that wouldn't really work for this instance. This is more of like when she wants something. Like but like if you put your clothes in your hamper, then you can pick out whatever book you want to read or I don't know, just like little things like that.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I like that.
I mean, because
So,
it gives her the power and like the decision, and she still gets to do something, but it might save you
yes.
an extra 20 minutes.
Yes. And that's what yeah,
And the
that's the
meltdown.
thing. So that's actually one of the mom hacks that I have is giving a choice. So
Mhm.
like for like bathtub, which is like very hit or miss in our house, I'm like, do you want to take a bath in your bathtub or do you want to take a bath in mommy's bathtub? Or do you want to brush your teeth in mommy's bathroom or Millie's bathroom? Do you want to wear this dress or this dress? Like it's always giving her two choices and
Yeah.
letting her choose two choices that I feel good about.
Every once in a while, Lainey will surpass that though, especially when it comes to what she wants to wear. Be like, you can wear this or this. And she'll be like, I don't want neither of them. I'm like,
Yeah.
but it's just normally only with clothing for whatever reason. She just like likes to
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. That's kind of how Millie is too. So sometimes it doesn't work with clothing either, but usually the other ones work pretty well.
Has definitely helped having her help pick out her clothes for the week. She still will say, never mind, I don't want to wear that anymore. And I'll be like, too bad you picked it out.
Yeah, I get that though. So I have my hacks broken up into like categories. So like
Okay.
clothing slash getting ready,
Okay.
eating, sleeping, and behavior.
I can put mine into your categories too.
Okay, let's start from the top. Clothing slash getting ready, which is, as we just said, it's a very touchy subject. Um, So this new hack that I've been trying has been working really, really great. Um, Millie will wear an outfit forever. Listen, she had an outfit on from Friday until Sunday, and I don't want to talk about it. Um, but I do this thing where I'm like, oh, can I like whatever outfit I want to put on her? I'm like, oh, can I see this hat on you? Oh, let me see your hat. And I'll like take her clothes off and like keep it on her like head, like around her head or whatever, and be like, oh my gosh, I love your hat. Your hat is so cute. And she thinks it's so funny. She's like, that's not a hat, that's my dress, or whatever. So anytime I want to change, I'm like, oh, your hat is so pretty. And she thinks it's hilarious. And it works. It's worked solidly every single time.
Curry. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great one. I recommend.
I I think I've just been very lucky. So Lainey responds best to praise.
Mhm.
She loves to like when we like ooh and goo about her being such a big girl, like she's like, keep it coming. Like loves when we call her a big girl. That's like, I mean, that's not gonna work forever, but so like right now she's in her big girl phase where she in the mornings and we talked about this before, but like she like totally gets ready by herself or like this morning she was throwing a fit over what she wanted to wear and I said, okay, fine. She was butt naked. I said, fine. I'm gonna set these clothes down and I'm gonna go get ready and you let me know when you're ready. She like and I was just like doing my thing and she like slunked in the bathroom again, butt naked, and she was just staring at me like where her eyes are like down and she's just looking up. I was like, "Are you ready to get ready?" And she just nodded. I said, "Okay, go bring your clothes in here and I'll help you." And she brought them in there and she got ready without a battle. So like sometimes I just need to like set it and forget it.
That's a good idea.
And I'm like, because I told her, I was like, well, if you don't get ready, I guess I'm going to take you to school naked. She was like,
Oh my God, Millie would be like, yes.
no.
Most days she says, I don't want pants today. And I say, well, just like yesterday and just like tomorrow, you're gonna wear pants.
I don't want pants either.
Same.
Um, but that's like that, like empowering her to like just do it on her own usually helps. Or like sometimes teasing her helps too, like in certain ways where she'll be like, I don't want to get ready. And I was like, oh, you don't know how to get dressed? Oh, I thought you were a big girl. I mean, I thought you knew how to put your socks on or like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Adam will like tag team and be like, yeah, no, she doesn't know how to put her socks on. She'll be like, yes, I do. And then she'll just do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's yeah. Manipulation at its finest.
Yep.
Um, Similarly, a lot of the times if like Matt comes in and like holds up her dress or something like, "Ooh, I'm gonna wear this dress today. This is Daddy's dress." And I was like, "No, no, that's my dress." And then that goes pretty well too.
I've gone so far as to actually like try to put one of her shirts on and I got dangerously close to never getting out of it.
I would be like a little worried if you could fit into Lainey's clothes because she's so little.
Got it over my head and over one arm. And then I thought
Wow.
the rest of my life, I thought that's
Yep.
where I'm gonna live forever.
That's get the scissors out, honey.
Adam was standing right there and I was like, he was like, you had a little panic in your face there for a second. I'm like, I was worried. I was worried.
Oh my God. Have you ever been like so sweaty and you try to get a sports bra off and it's just like
Uh,
gets stuck and you feel like you're like
I
literally
just
stuck
end
there
up
forever?
it down instead of up because it's just
Oh,
not,
smart. Yeah, that's like
it's a
actually one of
true
like
mom hack.
that's like claustrophobic to like a next level.
Oh my gosh. Uh,
Those are the only hacks I have for getting ready.
yeah, that's it. I mean, like Chloe doesn't have any opinions yet, so I don't really have to worry about her.
Well, apparently that's not true.
Well, I mean, like she can't tell me she doesn't want to wear something. It's like she's
Mm.
just, you know,
So just give me snacks.
yeah. But other than that, our mornings are pretty smooth for the most part. Like we have the same routine every single day. Like we get ready, we come downstairs, we eat breakfast, we go.
Hmm.
And that's just it just works. It's just the getting dressed sometimes, or sometimes getting out of bed. But I have her
Hmm.
night lights set to turn off at 7, and that has helped. You can come in there and turn every light in the house, and she won't budge. But the second her night light turns off, it's like she just wakes up. Weird.
Is there a sound associated?
Nope.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't
Interesting.
get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Feel like I would go into a deeper sleep. And it's not like her nightlight's
Yeah,
not bright. It's,
right.
I don't know. It's weird.
It's like the hatch, right?
No, it's like, it
Oh,
puts
you have.
stars on her ceiling.
Ah,
I
huh.
don't know. But she like wakes up and she like willingly like comes out of her room, comes into our room and we start our day.
Wow,
I
that's amazing.
I know. I'll take it.
Millie comes out of her room and demands 100 things.
Lainey just comes out and hopes to snuggle in our bed. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, that's cute. Um, Anything else with getting ready?
Oh, I think that's pretty much everything I've got there.
Okay. Your kids, I feel like, have been pretty good eaters.
hmm
Do you have any hacks with eating?
I will say Lainey went through a phase where she only wanted orange mac and cheese. And so we just started calling all noodles and pasta mac and cheese, and then she was fine with eating it.
Oh, yeah. We call everything cheesy noodles.
It's a different color noodle, but it's still mac and cheese. And she was like, oh, okay, well then it's obviously edible.
Yeah. Then,
Yeah.
like, you're not trying to poison me. I got it.
That or like we will say um that she has to at least like try everything, or like we'll say like if you take one more bite, then we can do like whatever it is she wants to be doing. But I try not to like force. I don't want like, and I do tell her like when your belly feels full, it's okay for you to stop eating. But I feel like she uses that to her advantage sometimes too. Because she's
Yeah.
like, "Well, my belly's full," and I'm like, you literally licked your chicken nugget, but okay.
Right. Yeah.
And
You don't want her to have a negative experience with
yeah,
food.
every once in a while, if she like truly only took a single bite or like less, I'll just leave her food out and let her graze because sometimes she
Yeah.
comes back. But
Yeah.
other than that, as long the doctor always said, as long as they have 2 meals a day, they're fine.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't know that I meet that requirement all the time.
Well,
Do
I mean,
snacks count?
like if she's eaten a breakfast, she's eaten a lunch, like some of it, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Like
she'll be
she's
fine.
had sustenance throughout the day. Um, just like getting dressed, we always, or Matt, it's mostly Matt, like he'll be like, "Don't eat my food. Don't you dare like touch my green beans or don't you eat my food." And like she always thinks that's really funny.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before. I think our biggest meal hack is just meal planning. Like we buy pre-made meals for everyone in our family, and it just works well for us.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
save time. So.
Um, Millie's the pickiest eater in the entire world and rarely finishes a meal, but I've been using like Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse cookie cutters for like different types of food. So I've done like little cucumber slices, PB&J, just like using that whenever I can. And then I have Mickey Mouse popsicle molds that I put like green beans. I do not put green beans in there. Although that would be cute for baby food. Maybe I'll do that for baby.
See strategy.
Yeah, Greek yogurt with like sprinkles or just like yogurt or, you know, just maybe I'll make like smoothies or something and like put it in there, like green smoothies. But sometimes that works.
Okay, so I feel like eating at home is difficult, but eating anywhere other than home is always even more difficult.
I thought you were
So,
gonna say easier at first, and I was like, where are you going to
oh,
eat?
no, 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 no. No, but I feel
Easier in
like,
the fact that you don't have to cook.
well, true. Well, I mean, I don't cook anyway, but um,
You microwave like a
yeah,
pro.
I am so good at it. Um, it's all in the wrist.
Hmm.
I feel like we've figured out how to make going out to eat easier. So we start by, if we're ordering an appetizer or even if we're not, we always put the girls' food in first. So it comes
Yes,
out like as an appetizer.
that's a hack you taught me.
Yeah. And it's just like, it takes them so long. Like it's too hot. They won't eat it. They need it cut up into 25 different pieces, or they like don't want their food to touch like Lainey, or they just like have so many preferences. And then like your food is sitting there getting cold when you like order it all together. So this way, by the time that your food actually gets there, they're like maybe interested in consuming theirs, or you
Yeah.
know. Yeah. It's worked really well for us.
It's such a good hack. And it's funny because like we always joke that Millie like wants to start her meal when we're done. So like
Hmm.
she becomes interested as we finish. It's like we have to sit there for another like 15 minutes
Yeah.
while she finishes it.
Oh, it always happens. I'm like,
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
worked really well for us. And like when the kids were younger, we don't use them anymore, but like the disposable placemats that stick to the table, those
Yes.
were also always a game changer. And like the food scissors that
Yes.
you could take with you because it's just so much easier than using a fork and a knife to cut it all up. You just, but
Yeah.
it's good to go.
You taught me both of those things.
It's life changing.
It really is. And like those placemats have still come in handy and the food scissors as well.
They worked really well for Lainey. They never worked for Chloe. She just rips them right off every time.
The placemats?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, she's never been able to use it.
Huh.
Mm-mm. She
Nice.
rips it right off, but she'll eat off a plate. It's crazy.
Oh, she doesn't want to like
Whereas,
throw the plate or anything?
no, but Lainey would have thrown the plate. So,
Yeah, that's what, yeah, it would have been on the ground for sure.
yeah.
Huh. All right. Moving on into sleeping.
Ooh, okay.
That's a hard one because we all know that bedtime is a giant struggle.
Yeah.
Um,
I was gonna say, I literally just said that last night was like a dream. I did tucked her in and everything, and like she never came out. So tonight I was literally like, because we switch flip-flop nights, we like take turns putting each kiddo down. And I was like, okay, Adam, this is what I did. This is exactly the order that, and this is what we talked about before we went to bed. I'm like, this
game
light was on,
plan.
that light was on. Like, we need to set the stage for exactly how it was last night. And I can hear her acting like a fool up there right now. So
She
clearly
just
didn't
must have been tired yesterday.
know. But I was like, what was the temperature of the room?
You have to have like the exact formula
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, her aerial doll was at a 45-degree angle.
She was wearing this dress. Oh man, that's so funny.
I have all the mom hacks in the world for sleeping, for sleep training and for babies and when they're in their crib. And the second you take them out of the crib, your life will be over.
Mm,
Um, so just my mom hack will be what I plan to do with Chloe. Never ever take them out of the crib. And when they
mm.
get too bored, I'm just gonna like get one of those like bubbles that goes over
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, she'll be 42 in her crib.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
I see no issues here.
I'll
She's gonna
get a
outgrow
chain
that crib
link.
so
I'll get
fast.
a chain link fence and put it around her queen size bed.
It's fine. Totally normal.
I'm gonna get a
Um,
yes one day. So we listened to your latest podcast episode and we have concerns. Uh,
um, I something we do before bed. So she gets to pick out three books, and then we do. I list everybody, basically like everyone in the world that she knows, and I'm like, Kelsey's going to Kelsey's going night night right now. Nana and Papa are going night night. Daddy went night night. I'll like list her teachers, her classmates,
yeah.
everyone she's ever met in her entire life.
Hmm.
And she's like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." And then she'll start listing people, and it works really well. Gets
Yeah.
her to calm down, gets her to lay down, gets her to stay in bed.
It used to be the sun. Like, well, the
Also
sun's sleep.
that.
So, but that only works until summertime. And then the sun never goes to bed in time.
Oh my gosh. She woke up at 6 this morning and like it doesn't get bright until like 7:30 or something crazy like that. And she was like, "Mama, it is still nighttime. I do not need to get ready." And I'm like, "Girl, it's actually morning time."
So I say she went to bed really well. And like she was asleep by 8 p.m., which is crazy.
Wow.
She was
Wow.
up at 5 a.m.
There's that. There's always
Yeah.
a trade-off.
But I was leaving to go to the gym, so I was like, bye.
See ya. Go play.
Go read a book in bed, I guess. I don't know. I don't
Yeah. Bye.
know.
I
Yeah. So,
think another one is I let her choose the color of her hatch. You can like choose different color settings.
you know, We used to let her pick the color of her because you can change the color of like there's a cloud that goes on her uh, our ceiling too. You can change the color of the sparkles. And we actually stopped letting her do that because it just became another thing where she would like come out and be like, "No, I want pink," or "No, I want." So now like she's not allowed to touch it. She's not allowed to change
Mm.
it. It just stays. It's the same every night. And so that became a problem for us. We were giving her like way too many choices, and
Oh, I see.
we've had to create some boundaries in her room. We had like she would take literally 500 stuffed animals in her bed with her because I was always like, they are there, you can take them. Like I'm not, because she would like come in and be like, can you get my Tigger? And I'm like, no, but you can.
Yeah.
Now, every night before she goes to bed, she's allowed to have three. We set and every night before she gets in bed, I'm like, go count the stuffies in your bed. I'm like, who do you have? And she like takes attendance. And I'm like, is that who you want in your bed? Yes. Okay, great. Or if not, this is your only opportunity to make any swap. And like the same thing with her blanket, because she like wants a different blanket. I'm like, you can pick your blanket now or never.
Yeah.
And we've just been like sticking to that because she'll come and be like, I want Flounder instead of Ariel. I'm like, well, I asked you. You had your choice, your chance. Sorry. And
Yeah.
sometimes you're like scaling her like zoo to like get it out herself.
What about does she try to go to the does she have to go potty a million times?
Sh I feel like she used to do that more than she does now. She would like say, I have to go potty, I have to go potty, I have to poop, I
That's
have to.
Millie right now. Yeah.
I feel like Lainey kind of is growing out of that. She does normally go again before she actually falls asleep because she's in there for hours. But she always has to tell us about it. She's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm going potty. And I'm like, okay, great. I don't care. Have
Yeah.
fun.
That's another thing Millie will wants to do by herself and doesn't let us help anymore. So she's like, I'm going potty. You stay here. I'll be back.
So, does she like go by herself? Does she actually
Yeah.
like use the potty?
Yeah.
See?
And she puts her pull up on all by herself too.
It's amazing. Are
I know.
you like
It just like
thinking
one day
about
just happened.
the underwear?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I don't
Ooh,
trust her enough yet, but we'll get there.
sexy.
Yeah,
Love
she's
that.
doing really, really well.
Look at that.
Yes. So for getting up, you said you have her nightlight to set or to stop at 7 a.m. We
Yep.
have to sometimes for the hatch, there's like a bird setting where it just like birds tweet like the outdoors.
Minnie goes to sleep to birds too.
It goes to sleep to birds.
Yeah, that's what she wants on when she goes to bed.
Oh,
Mm.
see, that's what we wake Millie up with.
Ah, no, that's what it's the bed with.
Oh no, it's just white noise
Yeah.
and lullabies. She does. We have lullabies on the Alexa, and then we have white noise on the hatch. We have a system. But when we have to wake her up in the morning, it's the birds, which I guess
Yeah.
would just put Lainey back to sleep.
No, well, there have been times where I've like physically had to like remove her from her bed and I've like started to get her ready and then I'm like, okay, like go like get your underwear or whatever. I'm gonna go get ready. And I've come back 10 minutes later and she's in her bed asleep again. I'm like, girl!
Oh my God. It's like a glimpse into teenage years.
But it's also like, why don't you do that at night? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
if you didn't put up such a fight, maybe you wouldn't be so tired.
I'm gonna be like, no. It's whatever.
Anything else for sleep?
I don't think so. I would just say maybe for like parents who have babies, um, if sleep training is not for you, that's okay. But like also a godsend. It will literally change your life. And it takes a minute. And I think every baby's different on knowing like when to start it. But you also have to be okay with a little bit of crying. No. And not a lot. I will say Chloe never cried. She didn't cry at all when we did it. When I say we, Adam was there. But
That'll be me.
Lainey was more of a crier. And nothing like intense, but like we would set timers for her because she would get it would I was not okay with letting her like cry too long. So we would like set timers depending on how old she was. And then if she still hadn't
Yeah.
settled down, we would. go and help her. But 9 times out of 10 she had. I just feel like time slows down when your baby's crying and it feels like forever, but it's
Yes.
really not.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rough. Especially with your first. I don't know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's good advice though. Um, okay. So the last category I have is like behavior,
Mhm.
which we talked a little bit about, but something I've been trying to do, and it was in this book that I read called The Happiest Toddler on the Block, which if you've never read, I listened to it actually on audiobook, but it is so good and I feel like I learned so much. It's by Harvey Karp, I believe.
Okay.
But anyway, um, something I've been doing that actually really works is like when she's having a meltdown, I'll like validate her feelings by like repeating how she feels. So
Mhm.
like if she's like mad because it wasn't gummy bears today, I'm like, Millie's mad that this is not gummy bears. Millie's mad. Millie's angry. Millie's upset that these aren't gummy bears. And like until she finally like calms down, it's like, oh, like mom gets it. Like I
Yeah.
can see that she understands that I'm upset because of this. And I feel like it helps because then she's not just like frustrated that I'm like like some people are like, oh, just change the subject. And it's like, well, but if you change the subject, they feel like they're not really being heard. Like, yes, they're only three, but like they can still
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
Um, so I've been doing that a lot and I feel like it's been helping a lot. Like I like physically notice her like calm down once she like feels like she's heard and understood.
Yeah. I do that depending on the situation. Sometimes it's just like so ridiculous I can't bring myself to do it. And I do just let her like work it out on her own. But when I don't know, I can't think of like a specific example right now, but I've done things where I'm like, yeah, like mommy gets really angry when that happens too, or like
Mhm.
that makes me really sad too.
Yeah.
So, like she's not just her.
Yep.
Uh, but we went through a little phase with Lainey and like we're still kind of in it where like she was refusing to help clean up ever, which is so weird because she was always like the first to do it. Now I try to make everything a game. And I remember my mom used to do this to me when I was a kid. And she did it for everything. It was like, okay, I'm going to start a timer and I'm going to see how fast you can do it. And she loves it. Ready, set, go. And then she kind of gets a little crazy. She's like, but and she likes the like excitement that you add to it, or like sometimes depending on like what kind of toys they have out, we'll put like a bin out and be like, okay, let's see if we can like throw them in the bin. Let's see if we can make it. And Chloe loves that.
Yeah.
But also sometimes, and you'll be able to use this when you have a second, if like Chloe's cleaning up, which she does a really good job at right now, I'll be like, oh my gosh, Chloe, thank you so much for cleaning up. And Lainey's
Yep.
like, I want that.
Yeah.
So
I
like
want that
that's
validation.
yeah. She's like, I want mommy to think I'm a big girl.
Yeah.
Um,
That's another thing, like bragging about what they're doing to somebody around. Like,
oh yeah,
Daddy,
really. Did you, or yeah, Dad, do you see what Lainey's doing? She is cleaning up her toys all by herself. And
yep.
he's like, like the over exaggeration.
Yes,
Yeah,
it helps. Yeah,
sure.
over exaggerating. That's like really over exaggerating praise. I feel like that's like a really big one.
Definitely. Yeah.
Um, I set Alexa timers a lot where it's like,
Mm,
okay, 5 minutes until bed. And, once the timer
yeah.
goes off, I like turn the TV off or put the game away or whatever.
I think we may have scarred Lainey because I did timers for potty training when we were like potty training boot camp. And it was like
I tried that.
Pavlov's dog. Every time the timer went off, she'd be, I have to go potty. So I kind of took a break from timers because it was just like the same
Yeah.
sound. And she was like, she'd stop for a second and be like, do I have to go potty? I'm like, I don't know, do you?
Maybe it's not a bad thing.
I don't know.
That is so
Um,
funny.
this is not related at all, but I try to stop myself from doing this and I can't seem to do that. Every once in a while, I'll catch myself and I need to stop asking yes or no questions. I need to either like tell her to do something or because I'll be like, hey, can you put your clothes in the hamper? And she'll be like, no. Like I
Oh,
set myself up for that.
yep.
So I'll say something like, hey, please go put your clothes in the hamper instead of like forming it as a question. It sounds so much nicer when you form it as a question, but then not
Yeah.
when they don't answer the way you
Not
want them.
when no is an option.
Yeah. Or like I'll try to give Chloe a job too, because Chloe can put her clothes in the hamper now too. Be like, okay, Chloe's gonna put these clothes in the hamper and you put these clothes in the hamper. So she doesn't feel like she's being like bossed around. But yeah, every time I do it, I'm like, God, I did it again. It's a hard habit to get
You're
out
not
of.
allowed to say no. Yeah, Millie will look at me and be like, "You do it.
Yeah. Chloe or Lainey does that to me too. She'd be like, it's better when you do it. I'm like,
You can do it." Yeah.
oh, okay.
When I try not to give a big reaction is when she's having like meltdowns. And so something that works for us is like if she's having a huge meltdown, just like so loud, I'll just like whisper. I'll just like go the exact opposite and I'll just be like, I know, come here. And like I'll just like be like, come here,
Yeah.
I'll tell you a secret. And
Yeah.
like then she'll kind of like mimic my
Mhm.
tone and
Oh,
that
I love.
works.
I also am I've never been a yeller, but sometimes when I get really angry,
Yeah.
I'm a whisperer. I'll be like, I need you to stop doing what
Hmm.
you're doing right now. And I usually
Yeah.
get the big eyes. I'm like, hmm.
Sorry. Yep.
uh,
Yeah. It's rough
yeah,
out here.
I think that helps too. The whisper
Yeah.
for in lieu of a tantrum. And sometimes I'll be like, man, I can't hear you, or I can't understand what you're saying when you're yelling. Why don't you come talk to me instead?
Oh,
Pretty intense.
I feel like that makes them like a million times more mad.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like, I can't hear you. She's like, just wants to go off the rails.
I was just telling you that I can't understand her big girl words when she's yelling. But Blaney's also very good at taking deep breaths. She'll do it by herself now. If she gets ex like too upset, she'll sit there and like take a deep breath. Um, her reward jar that we have is a godsend. She responds so well to it.
Really?
Yeah, there there was a day. Um, Adam wasn't home and Lainey had woken up from her nap. Chloe was still down, so I was just down here with her, and we had to get ready to like Adam was gonna be home soon. We had to get ready to go somewhere. So the dogs are outside, and I said, Lainey, I have to go upstairs and get Chloe. While I'm upstairs, can you please feed the doggies? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, don't forget, like when you feed the doggies, you can put a smiley face in your jar. She said, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I went upstairs and I got Chloe and I brought her down. And I came back down the stairs and Lainey's like staring at the TV, watching whatever, like a freaking zombie. And I was like, Lainey. She was like, what? I said, I need you to feed the doggies. And she turned around and said, I already did. And I like went to check and she had. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh.
just assumed that she didn't do it because she was just sitting there. But yeah, she did. She did it. It's like, I'm really sorry. You can get an extra smiley face because mommy got a little carried away.
Oh, that's a good idea. You have to send me like the reward jar you have.
Yeah, and she gets to like every time she fills it up and she starts over, she gets to pick like what her reward is when she fills
Yeah.
it up. So, what was it?
Ariel
Uh,
nightgown.
yeah, it was an Ariel nightgown, and then um this time she saw this game. It's like a Hungry Hippos game. You remember that game? But it's
Yeah.
unicorns instead of hippos. And she saw that at the store and she was like, I
Stop.
have to have that. I was
I kind of want that.
like, okay, well, if you can earn it. And it's like there's like 20 things that go in there. So it takes a while. It's not like you're getting
Yeah.
or something every time. And we try to encourage her to not like always pick a toy. So like when it's warmer out, it's like let's go to the playground. Or she said she wanted to go to her grandma's house once.
No.
Um, or like go get ice cream or like things like that.
Yeah.
So like give her
That's
ideas to
sweet.
switch it up so she's not just bringing more junk into the house, but
Yeah. Well, it's gonna happen regardless.
for sure.
Have you met us?
Have you seen my house? I have a
Yeah.
whole house inside my house now with the Barbie house here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. How's that going?
Good. Oh, it's so cute. I love it.
I know. I like playing Barbies too.
Uh,
All right. That is all the hacks I have for today.
well, we're not gonna really leave you guys with an episode topic for next time because next time we're just gonna be
There
making
is no next time.
We're going to be making sure that Brittany's got her head above water and is feeling great and supported. And yeah, gonna
Yeah,
be, you're going to feel like a whole different person.
I will be a different person. I'll probably be a lot happier. I'll probably have a lot more energy too. Knock on wood.
I
I
can't wait
won't
to
be a
find out.
zombie anymore.
I just want to know what her name is going to be.
I
Well, hey,
know.
if you tell us now, it'll be after the birth before this post.
Nice try. Nice try. You're
Can you
funny.
sign it?
No, I mean, yes, I could, but I'm not going to. I did take
Fine,
four
fine.
years of sign language in high school, so.
I was in a sign choir in high school.
Oh my gosh, we would have been friends.
We literally were the same person.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh. All
Well,
right.
you'll just have to let us know how, like when you're
I
ready
will.
to do things and
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll post on socials.
I'm so excited.
Keep following us.
I can't wait to come and snuggle this baby.
I know. I
And I'm gonna
know.
immediately get pregnant.
Yes. And then I'll come snuggle your newborn baby when mine's no
Okay.
longer a newborn. Yeah. Perfect. I
Awesome.
love it. All right. You're doing great, mom besties.
Thanks for listening and enjoy the break, but don't miss us. Don't get used to us being gone.
Miss
Do miss
us.
us. Miss
Do
us.
miss us.
Oh my gosh, I'm a
Get
mess.
on the Facebook group,
Mhm.
write questions. Let's.
Yeah, or like get on there and introduce yourself. We've had some people doing that, and I love that.
I do
Love it so
too.
much. I want to see your beautiful faces and your kids, and yeah.
Yeah. All right. Until next time, take
So
care.